Okay, we are live. Hello, everybody. Evan Baumgartner from Hypnosis here. Welcome to the Hypnotic Sunday service. Um, I'm back after a week away. Last Sunday, I was at the Pacific Northwest Hypnosis Conference, having a good time, and wasn't able to go live. I did want to do something, but then I had some technical mishaps at the convention, and uh, so that didn't go as planned. That's okay. But then I ended up the next day, I had a terrible cold, and that went on. Thankfully, I'm all better now. Um, but that's what I wanted to bring up today is being consistent. Um, because up until this past week, for a while, I've been pretty consistent about getting content out there, about being here talking at you every week. And I want to say happy Father's Day to all the fellow dads out there. I hope you all have a great one. And consistency is an important trait to have being a father. We need to be consistent for our kids, and so they can grow and feel secure being themselves. That's an incredibly important thing, is that consistency, that just being there. And when this past week I was not consistent in getting videos up there because I didn't have a lot. I was sick, excuses, right? But I didn't do a lot. And I'm like, oh man, this feels weird because I've been so consistently doing it. This is how we develop positive habits, is by being consistent. Not not by needing discipline. The discipline comes after the consistency. But first we have to be consistent in just doing whatever we are and getting out there. So when it came to this week, um, I was in recovery mode, and I'm like, I need to feel better. And it's Father's Day. I'm going to brunch with my daughter after this. I'm super excited, and that's what I want to be doing. And I didn't want to be here doing this stream today. Honestly, I wasn't sure what to talk about, but if I let myself fall off of that wagon and not be consistent, then it's going to be that much harder the next time to start doing that again. So consistency is really the key to success in anything that we do. We just have to keep showing up, and then we get better and we get better and we get better. The more and more that we do the thing, then it becomes discipline. But it all starts with that consistency and the ability to step into the tension that comes when we might not be feeling like it otherwise. Sometimes, there are circumstances out of our control where, oh, okay, we might have to miss a week of something, but we need to be able to have that consistency to get right back on the horse and then run with it immediately and keep it going, even if we're not feeling it 100%. We have to embrace that tension and lean into it, because then things keep getting easier. And hypnosis is something that helps create consistency a lot. If there's something that we want to do and whether that's, oh, I want to overcome anxiety and start being more social. Oh, I want to have more motivation to exercise. Hypnosis will help us remove those blocks, get into the mindset where it becomes easy, where it starts to become something that we look forward to. But we still have to want that change. We still have to take the action to make it happen. We still have to be consistent in actually doing the thing that we want to do. So that's something I think it's important to remember, that hypnosis isn't magical when it comes to overcoming anxiety. You're not going to go from being super anxious in social situations to like some super suave, dapper, outgoing, extroverted individual like that. It doesn't work that way. If that's what you truly want to do, then you can do that. In theory, I have my beliefs that if we're introverted, that's just kind of how we are. It doesn't mean that we're not social. Uh, it's how we recharge our internal batteries. But if you want to be that super suave social person, you can do that. Even if you feel anxious, hypnosis can help you remove the anxiety. But then the actual steps to becoming that person, those are things that you have to do on your own. That's your journey. And you have to, again, take those steps, leaning into a little more tension, because it hypnosis doesn't work the way, the Nutty Professor works. It doesn't happen like that, where all of a sudden I snap my fingers, bam, and you're like, oh, well, hello. No, it makes it easier to start your journey on that path, to be more comfortable in those situations and do what you need to do to get there. It's not me doing something to you, it's me helping you get your subconscious mind on board with the changes you want to make, so then you can start being that person. But that journey to get to where you want to go requires that you be consistent in doing the work that it takes to get there. And that's the same with, weight loss. We can get in the mindset where, all right, now I want to exercise. And it's a funny thing because, you feel kind of antsy, like I should just do this. But that's the thing. We have to actually do it and then continue doing it and keep doing it in order to get the results. It makes it easier to do so, but we still have to do the work. We still have to actually actively be consistent in the other changes that we're making in our life beyond mindset to get to where we want to go. We still have to walk the path. Hypnosis will make it easier to walk that path, but we still have to consistently put one foot in front of the other and keep moving forwards. And as long as we do that, we can be successful at anything that we want to do. But it all starts with that consistent, with you actually wanting that change and being ready to put in the effort to make it happen. And like I could sit here and hypnotize people all day. Mindset, mindset, mindset. feeling great, but you're not going to know how much easier it is to go out into the world and do the things you want to do until you actually get off the couch and go out into the world and start doing those things. But then you'll have a baseline of, oh, this was incredibly hard. And now that's a little easier. And it's going to keep getting easier. We can all feel confident and secure sitting on the couch. That's easy. It's going out in the world and being solid that is a much more difficult thing to do. So that is kind of what I wanted to talk about today. Not sure how long we've been going. I don't think, yeah, wow. Again, this is what I mean about consistency. Since I didn't do this last week, I wasn't doing other things this week. I've gotten out of practice, and just from 1 week off, and I know I'm not flowing as much as I did. This is why we need to be consistent. The more consistent we are, the easier it goes. And remember the 1% rule. Even if we're not feeling our best, what's 1% of what we can do to keep moving in that direction, even when we feel like crap? And I feel like this week was a 1% week for me. I still did things, still moving in the direction I want to go, but not at the pace I was used to, and that's fine. And I didn't beat myself up about it. I just focused on what can I do? Let's rest up, recover, and then keep going, keep being consistent in doing it and being out there and taking those next steps to get to where I want to go. And we all need to do that. Like I said, it's a journey, and we never stop growing. We will always keep running into situations that challenge us if we're doing it right. Because, we are like trees. Nobody thinks of trees as getting older. We just keep growing. And I think of people like that. We are always growing. We are always stepping into that next thing. That looking for that new challenge where we can start to embrace and love the difficulty of going down that path, of stepping into the tension that comes with going beyond the furthest point we've been to that point. So we just need to keep showing up. And it's Father's Day, and I think one lesson as a father that you learn is you need to keep showing up for your kids, just being there, being that consistent, grounding, stable presence helps them a lot. And as long as we're doing that, we're good. But we need to do that in every area of our life. And there's no reason we can't. So, all right. Well, that is all for today. I am off to enjoy a Father's Day brunch now. So, I hope you all have a great one. And I will be back consistently now. Again, next week, maybe I'll do a midweek one. I'm not promising anything, but keeping it open. one thing I've had is a lot of ideas kicking around this week. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Take care until next time. Remember, there are no such thing as problems, there are only situations.